Hello students, today we'll study the laws of logarithm. Laws of logarithm. Now last time we have studied the concept of logarithm, definition of logarithm. In that we have seen that the logarithmic function is the inverse of the exponential function. We have seen also the exponential form and the logarithmic form. So today we'll see the laws of logarithm. Laws of logarithm can be easily derived using the laws of indices, laws of exponents. So suppose I take log of x to base a is equal to m, which in the exponential form, tell me how I'll write. Yes, the base is a to power m is equal to x. Then log of y to base a, I take it as n, which gives a to power n is equal to y. So let us first consider x into y. Now x into y, that is, yes, what will be x into y? A to power m into a to power n, because x is a to power m and y is a to power n. That gives, by laws of indices, a to power m into a to power n will be a to power m plus n. Now let us change this back to the logarithmic form. So I will get the index m plus n, that is equal to log x into y to base a. So that will mean log xy to base a is equal to, what is m? Log of x to base a plus n is log y to base a. And this is the first law of logarithm. Take for example, if I log 3 into 2 to base 5, that will be log 3 to base 5 plus log 2 to base 5. Now consider x upon y, that will be a to power m upon a to power n. So by laws of indices, this will be a to power m minus n, which means if I change this back to the log form, I will get m minus n is log x upon y to base a. So if I put back for m and n, I will get log of x upon y to base a is equal to log of x to base a minus log of y to base a. Next, consider x to power k. X to power k. Now, x is a to power m to power k. So, if I use the laws of indices, a to power m to power k will be a to power m into k. Now let us change this back to the logarithmic form. So that gives log x to power k to base a is equal to m into k. And if I substitute back for m, I will get k is equal to log k into log of x to base a. That means I can get this power of x down and get it multiplied to the logarithm. Take for example log of 2 cube to base 5. So I can get this power 3 down and multiply the logarithm. That means 3 into log 2 to base 5. Similarly, for the second law, take for example, I have got log 2 upon 3 to base 4. How I'll write it? Tell me. Yes, using the log, it will be log of 2 to base 4 minus log 3 to base 4. Now one thing, I want to make it clear that this base should be always written down. Suppose the base is m, write it like this. Okay, many times students write it as log something like this and that becomes a confusion. So the correct way of writing the log is this one, log of a, and base should be down like this. Okay, so let us see some problems on these laws. So first one, if log of x to base a is equal to p, log of y to base a is equal to q, and log of z to base a is equal to r. Right. Log x square y upon z cube to base a in terms of p, q, and r. So log x square y upon z cube to base a. Use the laws of logarithm. So first I can write this as log of x square to base a plus log of y to base a minus log z cube to base a. Now if I use the power law of logarithm, I can get the powers down. So 2 into log x to base a plus log y to base a, and minus here it will be 3 log z to base a, and that will be 2. Now log of x to base a is p given to you, log of y to base a is q, and minus 3 log of z to base a is r. So I can write this in terms of p, q, and r as 2p plus q minus 3r. Now b, write log x square into a cube to base a. So first use the laws of logarithm. So log of x square to base a plus log a cube to base a. Use the power law. That will be 2 log x to base a plus 3 log a to base a. But last time you have seen this result that log of any number to the same base is always 1. So I will get here 2 log of x to base a, and plus this will be 3 into 1, that is 3. So it will be 2 log of x to base a is p plus 3. So in terms of p, I can write it as 2p plus 3. Okay. Now write as a single logarithm log 3 to base 5 plus log 4 to base 5 minus log 7 to base 5. So that will be log, first of all, log of 3 to base 5 plus log of 4 to base 5. That will be log 3 into 4 to base 5 minus log 7 to base 5, which is log 12 to base 5 minus log 7 to base 5. And now use the quotient rule. Log of, say, A minus log of B will be log of A upon B. So I can write this as log 12 divided by 7 to base 5. Log of 12 to base 5 minus log of 7 to base 5 will be log of 12 upon 7 to base 5. So this is how you can write this as a single logarithm. Let us take another problem here. Log 3 to base 7 plus 2 log 4 to base 7. So that is log 3 to base 7 plus, here use the power law in the opposite manner. That means I can take this 2 up in the power. That will be log 4 square to base 7, which is log 3 to base 7 plus log 4 square is 16 to base 7, and that is log 3 into 16 to base 7, the product rule. Log 3 to base 7 plus log 16 to base 7 will be log of 3 into 16 to base 7, and that will be log 48, 3 into 16, 48 to base 7. Okay, let us take a third type of problem here. Evaluate using the laws of logarithm. So first one, log of 8 to base 2. Now I can write 8 as 2 cube to base 2. So if I use the power law, I can get 3 down. So 3 into log of 2 to base 2. And again log of A to base A is equal to 1. So this will be 3 into 1, which is 3. Take another example here. Evaluate using the laws of logarithm. log 1 upon 25 to base 5. Now 1 upon 25, I can write it as 1 upon 5 square to base 5. And by laws of indices, 1 upon a to power m will be a to power negative m. So that will be log, I can write this as 5 to power negative 2 to base 5. So use the power law of logarithm, that will be minus 2 log 5 to base 5. And again log of 5 to base 5 is 1, so this will be negative 2. Okay, so I'll give you some problems for practice. Practice problems. So the first one here, if log of x to base a is equal to p, log of y to base a is equal to q, and log of z to base a is equal to r. Express in terms of p, q and r. First one, log x cube y square upon root z to base a. Keep it in mind that according to the laws of indices, a to power 1 upon n. What do you mean by a fractional power? A to power 1 upon n is nth root of a. So how will you write square root of z? Z to power half. And then use the laws of logarithm. Then log x square y cube upon a raised to 5 to base a. Okay, now second problem for practice, write as a single logarithm write as a single logarithm log or 2 log 3 to base 5 minus 4 log 2 to base 5. And part B, log 8 to base 7 minus 4 log 2 to base 7. And third problem here for practice, evaluate using the laws of logarithm log 64 to base 2 and log 121 to base 11 and C log square root of 8 to base 2. Now in the last class we had done the same problems like log of 64 to base 2 by using the definition of logarithm. If you remember, take it as x and change the log form to index form. But here we evaluate it using the laws of logarithm. So try these problems for homework, and in the next class we'll solve some equations using logarithm. So see you in the next class. Enjoy the day ahead, students. Bye.